Hey folks, this is Craig down here, Craig's Outdoor Sports. Kind of wanted to show you this. We're going to start doing a series of videos on the new PA Pennsylvania pellet rifle. It's the PA pellet rifle made by Traditions. One neat feature of this thing, and I'll show you this here. Well, that's tight. Got to take this thing apart in order to clean it, and when you do, it's got a neat feature on it. I'll show you here. Of course, this is a flintlock, but you got to knock the wedge out, loosen up your lock. You don't have to take the lock all the way out, just loosen it up a little bit. Then that allows you, of course, take your ramrod out. That allows you to pull it right out like that, okay? But here's the neat feature on this thing. It's got what they call an Accelerator breech lock. Here's your touch hole, which you can see that's a huge touch hole for a flintlock. That's so that you can put flake powder down in there and still have pelletized powder down here in order to shoot pellets. The Pyrodex pellets powder. That's why they call it the PA Pennsylvania pellet rifle. But this thing, to clean it, you just simply take that out. Then it's just like any other inline to clean. That's kind of a neat concept. However, you got to be careful when you're putting it back together. Otherwise, it's got to be timed just right. And we're still trying to figure out what these little marks here mean. It's got something to do with it. Not sure exactly what. But obviously, it shows you to go righty-tighty, lefty-loosey. So in order to get that to time, you get your touch hole, and you insert it with it to the right of the barrel, which is where the touch hole goes. And you start your threads, and then it times itself back. You can see here, here's your markings, here's your touch hole. Then when you put this thing back in, it's timed. So that was just kind of a neat little feature. Of course, now after you get it, this is ready to be put back together. You push this in, tighten your lock back down, and you are good to go. Now you're good to go. You can see the flint, the touch hole. Let me get this around here the correct way. The touch hole is there on your pan where it belongs. And of course, if you had flint in there, now you'd be when you would go ahead and make sure it still sparks, stuff of that nature. But we'll be going through more of this later on. This is just a neat feature we wanted to show you about this new rifle. Like I said, we're going to be doing quite a few videos on this thing, kind of running through its paces to show you how it runs, how it works, see how it works. But these are optimized for a saboed bullet. They got a 1 in 28 twist 50 caliber barrel on them, so that's optimized for the saboed bullets. So you can run your power belts, your saboed bullets of any kind through here, and they should be the right twist rate to stabilize them. Kind of interesting to see kind of what we get out of it, to see if this is going to extend your range to say 100, maybe to 120 yards with a flintlock, with a pellet with the new modern bullets. So that's kind of interesting. So we'll see how that plays out. This has fiber optic sights on it, but it's also screwed and tapped for scope. So you can run it either way. Personally, I don't think I'd want to run a scope on a flintlock because of the big flash that you get from the flint. But hey, it's doable if you have to do that. So we will be showing you in the future more about this gun. We're going to start running it through its paces. We'll do some chronograph work with it and see where we're at, and see where we're at 25, 50, and 100 yards probably, and try and do the math on them to see where our chronograph hits as to far, what our kinetic energies is out to 100 yards, maybe even a little farther than that. So stay with us on this gun. At the end, this gun may not be up for sale. Just depends on how well I like it. But anyway, we'll see at the end. If so, it'll be at a decent price. So Craig's Outdoor Sports for all your hunting needs. Thanks.